Hello and welcome to We Express Sports, and this is the IPL special edition where we talk about all the teams involved. And the team that we're going to talking about today is one of the most successful teams, has the habit of making it to the playoff by hook or by crook, and they have some fantastic years behind. And it's a team in yellow, is the Chennai Super Kings, the whistle crew. The Chennai Super Kings, as we know, in the first edition went into the final, lost out against Rajasthan Royals, but then they won their first title against the MI and then went on to win another. Those were the glory days, and under the leadership of Dhoni, they have been fairly consistent in making it to the playoffs. But they did have some dark days as well in when they were, banned for 2 years, and then there was that emotional return in 2018. Looking at the squad in 2018, many would have thought it's an aging squad. If they make it to the playoffs, it's well and good. But once again, MS Dhoni and the squad just not only made it to the playoffs, but defeated the Sunrisers Hyderabad to lift the cup 3 times, and were at that moment one of the most successful teams in the IPL. And we're talking about Chennai Super Kings, and we have Chinmay, we have Masum over here. Welcome, guys, to this edition. Now, we're talking about Chennai Super Kings. Let's talk about the team composition. Now, before heading towards Dubai, we all saw the Chennai squad. We knew it's an aging squad, but we knew that it's a fairly well-settled squad. Dhoni knows his players, and it won't be an issue much in selecting the starting 11. But they went to the Dubai. There were so many issues, so many positive cases. Suresh Raina going back, Harbhajan Singh pulling out due to personal reasons, Deepak Chahar tested positive, Ruturaj Gaikwad tested positive. Chinmay, at this moment, with all that's happened with Chennai right now over the past couple of weeks, if I remove MS Dhoni as the obvious starter in terms of the Indians, if you have to go ahead and look at the squad and pick 4 Indians who would be playing the 14 matches for me, who do you think at this moment those 4 Indians would be?
Ambati Rayudu, number 1, because we all know what wonders he did for CSK in 2018. He had a rough patch in 2019, costing him in the World Cup place as well. But Ambati Rayudu would be a definite starter in that CSK 11. My second pick would be Deepak Chahar. Yes, we know that Deepak Chahar had been tested positive this time. But with him being recovered now and the test being all negative and all, Deepak Chahar would be my definite pickup in that CSK 11. Third would be Kedar Jadhav. I know this is a kind of surprise pick because with all the news that is been going around the CSK age and all, but Kedar Jadhav gives that slight edge for that finishing spot at number 6. Yes, we have MS Dhoni doing bravo as well, but Kedar Jadhav would definitely MS Dhoni's choice. And number 4 would be Piyush Chawla. CSK has spent 6.7 crores, 6.5 crores on Piyush Chawla. I think, and with Harbhajan Singh not being here in this IPL for CSK, Piyush Chawla I would think would definitely play 14 matches for CSK, and MS Dhoni would definitely pick him.
It's an interesting thing that you missed out on the all-rounder Ravindra Jadeja. I'm pretty sure that he will be the 14th, but
yes.
Fairly understand. But picking on the point of Piyush Chawla, Masum, I want to ask you this. It's Dhoni loves his spinners. We all know that. There's no surprise about that. We definitely would be seeing Imran Tahir after the kind of CPL that he had. Pairing him, do you think he's going to go with someone like a Piyush Chawla with all the experience, or maybe you prefer someone like a Karan Sharma?
I would say that instead of going with Piyush Chawla, a replacement for Harbhajan Singh should come in, and who would be a right-arm spinner, because a right-arm off spinner, since CSK is missing the trick over here that there is no right-arm off spinner currently since Harbhajan Singh has departed, and playing 2 leg spinners won't be a that good idea, because if other oppositions have too many of lefties or righties, then there would be too many of lefties, then there would be a very much issue for them tackling the opposition.
Masoom suggesting a replacement for Vaji to play with the likes of Imran Tahir. Now that's an interesting one. Now picking ahead from Imran Tahir, Masoom, that we talked about the Indians, but if you look at the overseas option, they went into the option. They got the likes of Josh Hazelwood and Sam Curran. They have a fairly settled quota and very settled player that we know will be playing. But again, making the point and looking at the conditions in Dubai, who do you think that MS would be looking at? Like these are my four overseas, and they have to play the majority of my games.
So I would say Watson and Faf, these are the two definite starters for them. Both have been consistent. Both have been consistently performing for CSK since last 2 years. Both have been proven match winners as well. So these two are the sure shot starters. Then for going for the third and fourth options, I guess third option would definitely be Imran Tahir. He would be the best player right for CSK right now, and in the CPL, he would be continuing the same form in IPL as well. And then the fourth would be a good choice between Sam Curran and DJ Bravo. DJ Bravo recently has completed his 500 wickets in T20, most by any player. So there is a slight edge over Sam Curran, who is very less experienced. But given that there is since that their Raina has gone back, so I guess getting in Sam Curran would be a definitely good thing for CSK instead of Bravo, because Bravo hasn't been that good with the bat, but he's been good with the ball. And Sam Curran gives the option of both batting and bowling.
Interesting observation over there about Sam Curran getting picked. Chinmay, if I have to ask about the overseas, do you think then maybe selecting both Faf and Watson would be the right choice, or maybe MS would like to pick in someone like Murali Vijay to open with either of them and get the likes of Lungi and Giri, who has done well for the Chennai Super Kings?
Exactly, I was going to say that. I would just argue on what Masoom said. Because Watson has also said that Murali Vijay, with Raina missing out this IPL, Murali Vijay has to play a big part in that CSK setup this year. And we all know what Murali Vijay is capable of. He has done for Chennai in 2009, 2010 till 2013. He has been consistent performer for the franchise in those 3 to 4 years. So Murali Vijay, I think, would be a good option. I would not say he would be a definite option for CSK. We all know how MS Dhoni likes to stick with his set of players. So, but Murali Vijay would definitely be a good option, pairing up with Watto at the top of the order, and then play Lungi NGD as a pacer, because if you see at the pace group of CSK, it's slightly inexperienced. Yes, you have Deepak Chahar, you have Shardul Thakur, but there is no proper Indian pacer as well with CSK. So I mean, an experience of NGD or maybe Hazelwood, according to the conditions, would definitely be a big plus for the franchisee.
Now, moving on from this, there we have seen, there have in the IPL specifically, there have been players who just come out of nowhere and become a sensation. Looking at the CSK side, is there any other player, any kind of player that you're looking out for? Like, okay, this young player could be a sensation to watch out for in this IPL? I'm anticipating, maybe Ruturaj Gaikwad to make his debut this year, because we all know how consistently he has been performing in the domestic circuit, and it's about time he gets a call in the CSK playing 11. Apart from Ruturaj Gaikwad, I'm also keen to see Sai Kishore in that CSK 11, because he has been a part of CSK setup previously as well, but unfortunately he hasn't got many chances. Not many chances. He hasn't got any chance to represent the franchisee. But the kind of left arm orthodox spin he brings to the table, or his
fluent batting. I think these are my two players to watch out for.
Okay. Masoom, do you agree with that, or are you looking at the same players that to watch out for?
Yeah, I agree with Rituraj Gaikwad's name. But since he has not been yet tested negative, so there would be chances that he will be missed few of his matches of the beginning. Then I have other two names to look out for. One is Narayan Jagdishan. Being a wicketkeeper, he can be groomed well. And since there's less time with Dhoni to be in the team anymore, I guess grooming and Jagdishan would be definitely a good thing for CSK, and giving him not keeping, but at least he can get a chance in the playing 11 just for his batting skills. And the other player I would go for in is KM Asif from Kerala. He has been doing quite well in domestic since last 2 years, and he can be a surprise package for CSK. So these are two names.
Interesting picks over there from us. Now, to sum it up, we know that the strength of CSK lies within the captain, within the settled squad of his. And if you look at Chennai, we know that the Dhoni is the biggest strength of the squad and his spinners and the way he picks his squad. But if I look at the squad right now with everything that has happened, is there any particular weakness that when you look at the CSK squad and you think, you know what, this might be troublesome for the Chennai Super Kings this season?
Lack of match experience, maybe. Dhoni hasn't played since that semi-final against New Zealand. Ravindra Jadeja as well hasn't played any cricket for last 5-6 months. Watson hasn't played anything since last 4-5 months, or previously to PSL as well. So I mean, there is a lack of competitive match experience, which can be a cause of concern for the franchisee. And we all know the Daddy's Army, as they call it infamously. So I mean, age definitely is a worrying factor since 2018 for them. But with age comes experience. So I mean, it's all balanced out.
Okay. Masoom, do you agree with Chinmay's point, or do you think there's something else that might be worrisome for the Chennai Super Kings?
Yeah, I agree with Chinmay's point. And I would also like to add that CSK lacks a proper batsman, a batsman at number 7 position. Though there has been Jadeja, DJ Bravo, and likes of Deepak Chahar and Shardul Thakur, they also bat well. But there is a player missing at number 7 who can finish the games for CSK very well. Sometimes that number 7 position hounds the team very much.
Chinmay, with a confused look, you have something to say on that?
No, I mean, you have Ravindra Jadeja at number 7 because, more often than not, the positions are shuffled across, or maybe Dwayne Bravo at number 7 or Ravindra Jadeja at number 7, because when Raina was a part of the CSK setup, all 10 number 6 was sorted, but number 7, as rightly mentioned by Masoom, has definitely caused some problems for CSK, but I don't think that would be a cause of concern for the franchisee, because the likes of Bravo, Jadeja, Dhoni as well have been doing the job for them. So I mean, not a concern for me.
Okay, opposing views, but interesting views, I'll say. Just before we close out this session, I have an interesting trivia for you. I know you guys weren't expecting this, but I'm going to be asking one question to each one of you. Okay, and this is with regards to Chennai Super Kings. Very similar question. Okay, and I'm going to start with Chinmay. The question is for you, Chinmay. In 2018, Chennai Super Kings made their return and they won the IPL that season. Who was the leading wicket taker for the franchise in that season?
Oh, tough one.
Chennai, it has to be done.
एक बार वापस से repeat करना question because I could not hear.
Okay, Masoom, for you once again, I'll just repeat it for convenience. in 2018 when Chennai made the comeback to the IPL and they won the IPL in that season, who was the leading wicket taker? I've directed the
Was
question
it-
to Chinmay. If
Was it
Chinmay,
Ngidi?
Okay.
Was it Ngidi?
Chinmay has given the answer as Ngidi. Chinmay, that's the wrong answer. I'm going to pass the question to Masoom. Masoom, it's your turn. Who was the leading wicket taker?
The leading wicket taker for CSK in 2018 was Deepak Chahar.
Deepak Chahar. Interesting pick once again. But I have to tell you, both of your answers are wrong. And it's a surprise one. Even when I looked at it up, I was expecting either Ngidi or Chahar or DJ Bravo. But the leading wicket taker was Shardul Thakur with 16 wickets.
Yeah. I remember now.
No one saw that.
Yeah.
Even when I pulled up that stat, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Shardul Thakur had a brilliant IPL.
Yeah, 17 and 18 was a good season for Shardul Thakur.
Exactly. I think 17 was
Yeah.
for playing
Pune.
for the
Pune.
RPS.
Super Giant.
Rising Pune.
RPSG. Yeah.
Yeah. One more question. This time I'm going to start with Masoom. Very similar about the 2018 season. We know who was the leading wicket taker. I want you to tell me who was the leading run scorer for Chennai Super Kings in that season.
Oh, that's
It was Shane
that's
Watson.
Okay,
Ambati Raidu.
Shane. You have to pick
Either one of them. I would go with Raidu.
Ambati Raidu. Chinmay, your pick.
I would go with Watson.
Chinmay has gone with Watson. And the correct answer is it's Ambati Raidu. But both of them had a fantastic IPL. I think Ambati Raidu was, promoted to number 3 for most of the game. And Shane
No,
Watson has
he
been
opened the
Number
innings
four.
most of the times.
most of the time.
Then
Sorry
he was
about that.
promoted back.
Promoted at number 4.
At number. Now, and we remember Shane Watson
Demoted
with a
to four.
brilliant set in the finals. So yeah, some interesting trivia. And for the Chennai Super Kings, let's hope we are very happy to first of all see Dhoni play once again, and it will be a very interesting IPL this time around. But that's it from our end. That's it for the Chennai Super Kings. Let's see what happens this time around. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Kadam, sorted.
बढ़िया बढ़िया पर लंबा जा रहा है काटना